You all know that I have a raw form of life Instagram page. So please go follow me on Instagram because there I not only post some bite-sized information, but I also carry out live streams. And actually during those live streams, when the audience is given a chance to ask questions in real time, I often see this recurring theme of how do I convince my relatives to try raw vegan diet, or how do I convince my relatives to go raw. And the second thing is, how do I convince my relatives that it's okay that I'm a raw vegan? How do I make people accept my lifestyle? And so today I would like to discuss both of these issues. And I will start with the first one, convincing someone to try literally anything. My stance on this is very precise, and I will give a concise answer because I practice this. I encountered this issue so much in my life, and this is literally what I've done to simplify my life and literally make it so much better and so much more rewarding. Whenever you feel compelled to school or teach anyone anything without being asked several times with enthusiasm by the person that you're trying to teach, this means that you are not working enough on your own life, that you have some codependency, that you're very willingly going and following somebody else's manipulations and so on and so forth, because we all know about those stories about some ladies sitting there and crying how everything is bad, but should you offer them solution, they're just like, no, I don't need solution, I just want to complain, right? So if you are getting trapped in these situations over and over and over and over, this means that you probably need to go talk to a therapist or figure it out on your own and break the ties with the desire to go and improve somebody else's life. And the best solution for that, to not do the wrong thing, is to occupy all of your time with doing the right and productive thing. Again, there will be a community of people. There will be people who will be paying you with immense gratitude, even with money, for the smallest bits of advice and wisdom that you will share with them when they need it. And this is the community and people in the audience that you should seek, not people who will spend hours delightfully complaining about their problems, and you will be like, but there is a solution. Look at me. I found the solution. Listen to me. Those people, they do not need the solution. You should admit that. They will be creating situations in which they will over and over and over and over recreate this scenario of victimhood. They will perpetuate their own suffering, and there will be no one on the planet Earth who will ever be able to fix this pattern for them. So your role is to exit this. And the best way to do this is to occupy your life with exciting and rewarding and nurturing things, i.e., you just will be working on improving your own life. This is a very important distinction. Only help people that are interested in being helped. Even if you see how some people who are you're intimately or by blood related to, because they're all people, they have their own destiny, they choose their own destiny. You serve your purpose by just being in their field. You are being in their field with all the information that you can convey to them, that you can share. You're doing your part. If they are not enthusiastic in contacting you through this part, it's not your job. Forget. Again, whenever you feel like you want to school someone or offer a solution, don't do this unless people explicitly ask you, what do I do? Can you help me? I am going to do this. Unless you see this enthusiasm, don't do this. If you see that they're more enthusiastic about complaining about their issues, let it be their life. Don't bother. So, if you don't have to try more than once, let's say. Right? Because of course there will be some people who are shy, but then if they're shy to ask for something, why are they not shy to sit and complain for an hour, right? So this is the first facet of the situation. Then how do I make my relatives accept my lifestyle? And this is a tricky thing because when a person from some bound community, from some bound piece of part of society starts doing something extravagant, starts making some different obscure life choices suddenly, and they're often associated also with like mindset shift and so on and so forth, this causes people to panic a little bit. So there will be, of course, some factor that will be causing people to retain you in their bubble, retain you in their community. But before we jump into how to handle that, I would like you to think about the following. Yes, community can be restrictive, can be restricting your self development. Yes, it can happen. But also, community can help you a big deal because you really need to know which people from your surroundings are sincerely caring about you and which people in your surroundings are envious and they have some hidden not so constructive intents towards you. So you need to delineate that. But there are circumstances in which interference from your family, relatives, from some friends will be invaluable. And this I'm talking about when people start killing themselves with certain dietary choices, with certain lifestyle choices. There are numerous stories on how people go to some cults, go to some sects, and then it's only their relatives that by seeding some doubts about what is happening to that person in the cult, when they start destroying themselves, destroying their life, losing their financial stability, when they start losing their health, their mental health. In these cases, relatives do help. So whenever you see that more and more people start showing concerns about you being on this diet, maybe go and critically revisit what you're doing, because there are some circumstances in which people literally, without researching this diet, especially when they go on this diet through spiritual reasons, they focus so much on all those ethereal things, they don't study this lifestyle, they don't study the biochemistry, they don't study nutrition, and they do nonsense. And so it may happen that you already have dystrophy. You didn't just lose excess fat, but you lost essential fat. You look dehydrated, you look exhausted, you're losing muscle mass. Your skin became discolored, your skin became pale. You show all those signs of anemia, dark circles around your eyes. Your skin becomes dry, brittle. Your nails become brittle. They don't look healthy. Your dental health deteriorates. Your hair falls out. Your eyebrows are receding. Your eyes pop. And you have this overall very low level of energy. In this case, you need to probably hit the doctor's office and do extensive blood work to see if you have any nutritional deficits. And you probably surely do. And in this case, community and communal interference is very helpful, because this is how you can alter your approach to this lifestyle. Because it's not just do whatever as long as it's raw and be mega spiritual and have faith and everything will work. No, it's not like that. In fact, many people come to this lifestyle in the moments of not just like health related concerns, but in the moments of spiritual desperation in which their identity is being shattered. And this is where a person is the most vulnerable. And without proper support from the people who genuinely care about your proliferation and thriving, you may fail. So in this case, yes, treat this interference as a blessing for yourself. And it is totally cool to accept your mistakes. It is totally cool to run the optimization problem. Again, it's totally normal. We don't know everything in advance. So if you notice the signs that you may be wrong, it's good to catch it before it's too late. And then another thing is, psychologically, you must think about, are you enduring your lifestyle or are you enjoying your lifestyle? Because when people see that you're living this ascetic lifestyle, when you are living in constant abstinence, because usually abstinence on planet Earth and people generates rather pride and narcissism rather than calmness and tranquility. When people see that psychologically you're drifting somewhere, where you start ignoring lots of important areas of life, this also might be a sign that you might get a little bit more grounded. Yeah, so in this case, communication with your relatives and their concern about your lifestyle are totally based. You should show gratitude to them and embrace what they have to say and take actions to resolving it. And the example here, I read this page. It's my guilty pleasure. I read this page, Carnivore Cringe. And the girl, she's a vegan person. She posts snippets, screenshots from carnivore forums, carnivore discussion boards. And what I read there is also very, it's very on theme what sometimes happens in any dietary system that is related to abstinence, that is related to some higher belief than just nutrition. And so many people would write that they have the guys help what to do. I eat this and this and this and this, so they list all the animal products that are typical protocol for carnivore diet, and they complain, for example, that they have every day they would have migraines and bloody stools, but overall they feel amazing and they wouldn't want to quit on this diet. At this point, it's already fanatic attitude, and again, it's time to ditch this higher purpose, higher ideology behind the dietary system, and actually go and see what science has to offer, because this is the dangerous path. And usually people are supportive. They're like, keep going. It's just a detox. No, guys, if it's healthy, health is not subjective. Health cannot be weird. Health is health. Health is beautiful. Health is sexy. Health is radiant. Health is energetic. Health is very prolific and productive. If you have something that is not health, then there's a sign to go and take care of this area of your life, of your health and well-being. So don't be like people who write on those forums, right? So I believe that raw veganism will heal everything. I just need to push. We saw what happens to people who push despite all the common sense saying that they are in trouble. So this is a very important thing, and you need to, again, go to your relatives, listen to what they have to say, go critically without any dysmorphia, because, anorexic people, they don't see their slimness in the mirror. They see that they're very fat. So people who want to generate some, eternal youth, who want to become some super enlightened monk, they also won't see the truth in the mirror. So you need to go and use analytical tools that medical system has to offer. And again, nutrition is biochemistry. You are material body. You are biochemical entity. You're not just mind. You cannot control literally everything with your mind and some meditations and mental work. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that. Now, the other facet of that is if you are with people who literally tell you to, do you really not want to eat this? No, indulge, just eat a little bit of this. Why you're not eating this? And when people start using their emotions instead of facts to prove that you are wrong with your diet. First of all, of course, psychologically, why do you invite people to do this to you? Are you being are you carrying your raw veganism in front of you and making everyone aware and putting everybody down for not being raw vegan with either verbal or non-verbal signs of that? So why do people feel like they can and should interfere and conduct all this commentary towards you? So you need to figure this out. Take responsibility for that as well. But on the other hand, if you want to ever have a conversation with anybody on the matter of raw veganism and why it is right, why you choose it, in this case, you literally have to make it objective. When we talk about the methods of learning about the world around us, we have what? We have arts and sciences. Arts are subjective, perception-based. And when we talk about raw veganism, a lot of people will start talking about vibrations, about some frequencies, building crystalline DNA, whatever it is, whatever new age fantasies they would be. If you bring this stuff to people and talk to them how amazingly you feel and how you are enlightening yourself and how phenomenal it all is, they will not listen to you. It is subjective. It is perception based. If you ever want to win any argument, you need to be objective. And the objective field is scientific field. Science operates with numbers and with statistics. And this is when you will lose all responsibility for this information. So you will be just conveying information that happens to be true, happens to work in nature. And in this case, the debate will be in a purely material field because you are a material body that can be characterized with different numerical units, numerical measures. Food is a material thing with material properties. You have weight, you have height, you have percent percent fat, percent muscle in your body, bone density, you have all the blood work markers, you have density of hair on your scalp, you have, again, you have like number of wrinkles on your face. You have all of those criteria. Food has macros that is purely measured. You have weight of food, you have percent water in food, you have vitamins, you have minerals, all of which are measured. So, as soon as you enter the field of science, as soon as you start building your argumentation around numbers and statistics, this is when you will win any debate about your diet. If you are doing something that is again supported by science, that is supported by numbers, nothing beats the numbers. And then when you conduct those conversations, you should demonstrate full awareness and knowledge base that drive you to conduct this lifestyle. In numbers, in some simple things. You can always hear what people are mostly concerned about. If people are most concerned about some specific vitamin, because some people like go online and they see like, oh, like 73% of American population is deficient and blah blah blah, and they get like super impressed by this data, they will be fixated on it. So you can take that and start unfolding this issue and use it to your advantage. If someone gives you crap for being raw vegan, and they want to carry the conversation, and they're willing to hear the arguments. I'm not talking here about the like blatant attacks just to make you feel bad. With these people, you probably should keep very minimal and very like elegant conversations that should not escalate towards raw veganism. In those cases, again, make sure that you're not exhibiting some superiority because you're raw vegan, not to make people feel attacked or unsafe. And keep in mind that you are much more than food, and you have much more to discuss and connect on with other people. So carry out some conversations on abstract subjects. And when we talk about, again, building some beautiful argumentative conversation with someone on the matter of raw food, you yourself must build this knowledge for yourself. You must be equipped with all the information needed. And this we will discuss in one of the next videos on how to build your diet. What do you need to build the diet of raw vegan diet healthily in accordance to the modern scientific knowledge about nutrition. And again, when you have statistics on how your body changes on this diet, you can convey this information. You can talk about it. You can present the reference ranges. You can see that, okay, this much of population has these values. Look, for my age, for example, I have this level of cholesterol. I have no deficiencies in these and these and these and these vitamins. I may be slightly deficient in something. You can show your vulnerability to people. It also will be respected, because when you present that everything is like stellar and perfect, then it also makes people kind of weary, because are you lying about something? So you can show vulnerability in some aspects of knowledge or something. So you basically are conducting a very unbiased, somewhat indifferent even, discussion without intervention of any emotions, without intervention of any opinions. And another thing is, you need to show enjoyment, because if you are not genuinely enjoying this lifestyle, people will also sense that, and they will want to save you. And you probably also unconsciously signaling to people to save you from this, because if you are hating your lifestyle, if you're hating what you're eating, if you're hating the results, if you are not very happy with the ratio of effort and results and the outcomes, then people will also see that person is living in abstinence. Like, poor kid is freaking like living in this ascetic lifestyle for some obscure reason. So they will try to kind of carve out the information why you're doing this, and will try to offer you some salvation from your thing. In this case, you need to go and find the ways to enjoy this lifestyle, because if you're not enjoying it, then you're probably not doing something right. Because again, as I mentioned in the beginning, health is unambiguous. Health translates to literally every area of your life. Health means that everything is healthy, everything is pleasurable, because health is like, we seek health for pleasure. Usually we seek health to enjoy life. And if that condition is not fulfilled, if you're trying to achieve health through things that you cannot physically enjoy, this means that you're exercising your willpower. Willpower creates background stress. Background stress and excess, excess pressure on yourself. And you are not being healthy just because you are pumping those stress hormones on the background because of some wrong lifestyle choices that do not work for you. So you also need to go and revisit that. So these are very important things. The other conversations related to being attacked by relatives for being raw vegan, again, they all should be addressed by showing that you are enjoying what you're doing and showing that you have unambiguous health. Because again, if you are showing signs of either misery or withering, physical withering, then I would give all right to the relatives, to people who care about you, to actually speak up, because this again can help you find the keys towards salvation. But if you are the person who is deeply confident in what they're doing, in that deeply content with what you're doing, such that nobody has any questions, any glimpse of doubt that you're doing something right, then nobody will ever stick their nose in your life and your diet. And again, another thing, don't be a jerk and respect people's choices as well. Because you're not a messiah, you are a person who chose this lifestyle. And if you want to advertise this lifestyle, your happiness and your radiance and your energy that you can radiate to people, they are the best advertisement of this lifestyle. But if you are trying to win some verbal debate while not having a solid and beautiful subject to debate around, then you will lose it. Because you're dealing with a system that offers, yes, dysfunctional lifestyle, but also offers some solutions to cope with this dysfunctional lifestyle. There are adaptations for other people to keep up with their unhealthy choices in lifestyle. So this is my message for today. I hope it was helpful for you. Maybe it allowed you to look at the issue from some different angles. Please write in the comments your opinions and some crazy stories perhaps and how you handled them. And let's discuss in the comments. I think it's a very interesting and conversation provoking subject. Thank you for watching. Again, reminding you to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, and to follow me on Instagram.